Let's turn now to Pashtana Durrani, who is the executive director over at Learn, which is a nonprofit organization focusing on women's and girls' rights advocacy. She joins me now from Wellesley in Massachusetts. Pashtana, good to see you. I think you would agree that most of the findings, or at least the statistics in this Save the Children report, is not surprising. I think a lot of us expected this, but when it comes to girls, there are some deeply concerning figures, and I want to go over them. According to this report, almost twice as many girls are suffering from depression when it comes to boys.
Yes, not only that, the report also says that there are girls in the last 30 days, children, but also the girls who are going to their bed hungry. So that's one thing that we tend to forget, that girls are the last one to eat in their families, and they are fed the last with the least calories. So not only they are depressed, but they are also hungry, and they don't have access to opportunities that could either feed them or make them stable when it comes to emotional distress or mental distress.
So they aren't able to go to school. They're going to bed hungry night after night. They aren't able to play out in the streets like regular children. Basically, they're being robbed of their childhood.
Yes, definitely. I think one thing that the Taliban have made sure is that they are at war with the teenage girls of Afghanistan and the women of Afghanistan. And for the past 2 decades, the only thing that they have done is rob women of Afghanistan, not only from educational opportunities, but also opportunities that would feed them, that would make sure that the girls of Afghanistan actually stay alive to make sure that they are part of the country. So they are not only depressed and hungry, they are robbed of their past, future, and present.
If the Taliban has waged a war against the country's teenagers and the women and children, like you say, is this a futile effort? I mean, it doesn't matter how much money is coming from Western donors, and that has been reduced tremendously since the Taliban takeover, as we all know. What's going to happen because of this Taliban's approach? Does it really matter how much Western donors actually throw money at Afghanistan?
I think the people who rule the country are never the ones who suffer because of sanctions, because of money, because of anything that comes with it. The Taliban are not starving right now. Their daughters are not starving. Their women are not starving. The ex-employees from the ex-government are not starving. They are not dying right now. It's the people of Afghanistan who suffer because there are changes every time in a government or a regime. And at the same time, you have to understand that right now, people are suffering because there are people who came by force, who don't agree and accept their own citizens, and who think that it's something that was bestowed on them and they can treat anyone like anything. So we have to understand that they don't consider Afghans as humans and citizens. They feel whatever they can do with Afghan citizens right now.
Okay, Pashtana Durrani, thank you very much for joining us here on the NewsHour. I do appreciate your time and your analysis.
Thank you.